What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to the Earthboys podcast. My name is Emmy.
I'm Jaden.
Today is episode 28. Had a little warm-up earlier, but that's good. I'm
really
awake
good
now.
warm-up.
Good warm-up.
Talking about just the world in general.
Just the world, crazy things happening and all that. But
I feel like we're pushing towards a reset, not being in the Fallout vibe, but I am since I started playing 76
Yeah.
and the show was good. But
yeah, man, it's
the
crazy.
world's getting a little crazy. Like we're gonna go towards almost like a reset. It seems like.
Yeah.
That's basically what I was gonna go into.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of resets before. You know, obviously history is always written by the victors, so there's a lot of stuff that gets left out and forgotten to time. But yeah, man, we're like, I've always told this, especially to Anthony, one of my friends from college, is I always told him, I was like, I feel just in my soul, dude, that something like absolutely, like there's a lot of crazy shit that happens in our lifetime so far.
Yeah.
Than in the past, but I feel like something even even bigger, like something is on the horizon in my lifetime that we're going to see that will completely change, completely 180 flip the whole entire way we see the world, the way we interact with the world. Like
I feel like that
something's
already
coming.
happened, though, in a sense. Like
It's slowly starting to tip the scales into something that's like something we'll never recognize that fully happened. You know, by the time it's already happened, we'll look back and go, "Oh shit, that was the thing." You know?
yeah,
It's slow every day.
I feel like time has changed ever since 2020.
Yeah,
Not to go down that rabbit hole, but I feel like
that was the start. I
you
think.
saw the people who actually see the world, and then the people who are okay with like saying, "Yes, big government, okay, I will do what you say."
Yes, daddy government.
Yes.
I'll bend over and you can fuck me in the hole.
Yeah. Honestly, that's honestly what I saw, like after the world. Not saying whose side is right or X, Y, and Z, but it's like you saw who the people that like
They're okay with it.
are
basically.
okay with like regular life, and you know, I don't know, how do you even say it?
Those
Like
are the
people
types
that
of people that are
okay with life, that people that want people to do good, and people that want people to have freedom, and then you see the people that low key are like more government, more government,
they
more
just
government.
they just take what they're fed and don't question it.
Yes.
You know, they're okay with the Matrix chaining them down or whatever. Like they're just happy. They're just fat, dumb, and happy.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's like,
they got to worry about what celebrity's fighting what celebrity. Like
Yeah.
they got to focus on some other bullshit. Like yeah, that shit's fun to look at and it's entertainment, right? That's what it's all for. But yeah, you have both sides of the spectrum there.
yeah, we were just
So-
talking about how like you see these massive billionaires with their massive yachts that take 300 million to buy and then 30, 40, 50 million to run a year, and then they're always pretending to be activists and
Yeah,
shit.
they always have these opinions on things, and it's like, dude, you're
allowing
at the top of taking advantage of the system there.
yeah,
So
and then you're letting all the little guys fight each other, and
exactly.
X, Y, or Z protests are on campus, or
Yeah.
climate things, or just whatever. Insert here your little argument, and then everyone up top laughing.
Exactly.
Like, look up Zuckerberg's new yacht if you're listening to this.
Yeah, that man's a
It'll blow your damn
reptile.
mind.
Yeah, he's a lizard, bro.
And then, not to mention, we always have massive yachts in the San Diego harbor, and then like you can find the name and look them up. They're all like high government people, made their money during quote unquote wartime somewhere.
Yup.
Lying to someone.
Yep.
But yeah, speaking of people fighting each other,
Dude,
Kendrick and Drake.
holy shit, yeah.
All
That
right,
shit's wild.
On 3, we're gonna say who we think's winning and is gonna win. 1, 2, 3.
Kendrick. Yeah. Definitely already put him in the Drake in the grave.
Yeah, bro. Even
A
with
shallow
Drake's
grave.
recent song where he's like, "Oh, we fed you fake info, da 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 da, X, Y, and Z." It's like, no, bro. Like, or like he tried to daddy up on Kendrick, like, "Oh yeah, glad to see I can get you making music again." Da 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 da. This, that, and the other. And I'm like, bro, shut up,
Dude, he just comes off as corny.
Actual cooked.
Yeah.
Like,
He's trying to play it off. Like, it's basically the kid that got, like, punched in the stomach really hard, and then he's trying to, like, play it off and walk it off. Like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. And everyone's like, nah, he fucked you up.
yeah.
He fucked you up pretty
he cooked
good.
you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That shit's crazy,
And
man.
the thing is, Kendrick's songs are good. Where it's like Drake's just sounds like his random like, like just middle
Middle of the road.
of the
basic.
road, skippable on the album filler songs.
Yeah.
Like some of his roasts, okay, yeah, some of them were good, but honestly, I don't remember any of them because there's a group of motherfuckers in a room writing them for him.
Exactly.
And he's like, okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. No, that doesn't work. That's
Exactly.
good. Where Kendrick, you can tell he's sitting there writing that shit with a fucking quill that's on fire.
Yeah, oh my god,
And like
dude.
the way the music is put together, they're good. He has his voice change ups, the melody change up, the sound effects that he does.
But
the
it's
way
like
he tells
every
a story.
line. Yeah, every line is like a good line.
Yeah.
Every line has like, I mean, he wrote it with purpose, every single one.
Yeah.
It's like he won the Pulitzer Prize for a reason. Like,
Yeah.
you know, good authors win that prize because they're good authors. Like,
Yeah.
fucking Kendrick won it for an album for the first time ever in history in music, I think.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
like, there's a reason why he's good at writing music, you know? Lyrics, at least.
It's literally Drake's good. I will always listen to Drake.
Sure.
You know, this one I deep. But if we're just looking at in the heat of war right now in the battle, this little circle right here,
Yeah, yeah.
the gladiator ring, Drake's getting killed. Like,
Dude, he's getting absolutely
again,
worked.
he's getting worked, bro.
Yeah.
But it's okay because every time I listen to I've been actually bumping the songs. His Kendrick songs are good.
Yeah.
And like again, the best line is he was out here trying to strike a chord, something A minor.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I know you still. And I saw a tweet and someone's like the A minor line. It's like I seen a bunch of gangsters crip walking to the A minor line, and some guy flipped the backwood in the air and caught it in his mouth.
No.
And it's like, bro, that's how you know he's dead, dude. Fuck.
A minor. And I like how he holds it on like just a little bit longer than you should have, just to let it sink in.
Just to let it sink in.
Because
Yeah.
he knew that everyone was gonna go. Yeah, so he gave them time to like react to that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. He's called him a certified lover boy and then a certified pedophile. That shit was crazy.
Dude, I was like, ooh.
Yeah. No, it's wild, man. Like.
And then I didn't know this because I'm just not well versed in certain things.
Right.
The cover of the song, I knew it was Drake's house because obviously when Drake had the house built, he was like showing off the house, right? But then he has like I guess if you look up the Predator thing,
Yeah.
it has a bunch of like the little dots on top. I didn't know what that was till like a day later.
Yeah.
And then when I saw that it was, I was like, oh, that's crazy that like Kendrick was like, they were on Photoshop or something like,
They just added a bunch of
clone stamping. Like,
Yeah. It's insane, dude. Like,
dude, that's
basically
insane.
calling his whole team like fucked up people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy. Like,
Or dude, calling him a deadbeat because like Drake didn't show his kid till Pusha T doxed him on having a kid,
yeah.
and then now the kid is in photos, posts, this and they're like, oh, I like being a dad, X, Y, or Z.
It's like you got forced into it because
Yeah,
someone called you out on it.
someone called you out because he was gonna be like the couple of the NBA players that are messing around with adult movie stars and have kids with them. Like they're not with the mob.
Yeah.
Take Lana Rhoades for example. We all know
Right.
who the kid looks like.
Yeah.
That dude didn't claim him.
Not at all.
I think that's what his plan was. And
Yeah.
then-
He just wanted, like, he just had the kid and was like, fuck, I'm going to just leave this to the side and hope people, like, don't bring it up.
yeah.
Then Pusha T obviously was like, nah, fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about that shit and let people know the truth that you're a deadbeat dad, which
Yeah.
is just insane. But
God.
yeah, it's fucked up, man. Like when you look at the whole thing and take a step back, it's like it's a complete murder. Like it's not even like he fought back in any regard.
Honestly, when I hear people like my coworkers have asked me like who do you like to who's going on this side, and I was like, well, Kendrick easy. Like some of these accusations and things we've seen on like online over the years that Drake has pulled,
Yeah,
and like even then I don't know why anybody didn't say anything. Like that's kind of
it's
weird.
weird. Yeah.
They just memed on it, but no one actually like got into it. You know. I feel like only the couple people that have said that like Drake's winning, I just look at them as like just straight up meat writers.
Like straight up glazing.
Yeah.
They're glazing the motherfucker.
And like I like Drake. I probably in
Sure,
the
he's
past
got a couple good songs.
In a couple years, I've probably played Drake more than Kendrick, but I actually own like a Kendrick CD. I actually enjoy like the way Kendrick writes, the aggressiveness, the intention.
Right.
You know?
I mean, like Drake music's more for like the background vibe of just like doing stuff and not really paying attention.
Yeah.
I feel like Kendrick's music is for actually the purpose is for enjoying for the sake of the art. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that's just the artistic. Like, okay, I'm listening to someone who like fully crafted this himself. Like used a lot of cerebral writing and like good poetry and all this other shit. Like that's just the true skill of an artist.
Yeah.
Whereas like I think for Drake, it's just like you said earlier, it's just filler.
I also feel like but look, don't get me wrong, Drake songs are really good. Mm-hmm. Especially that one with Future and him, Wait For You. That one's amazing. But also, again, like, I guess they started beefing too.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I feel like if someone... Either you could look at it as everyone's hating on Drake because he's been on top for so long. And, like Kendrick said, he goes, you're the only one that enjoys being famous. Which I can tell Kendrick doesn't care to be famous.
Yeah.
or I'm sure a lot of these other rappers do, but also no one's on the level of Drake is. So maybe I could see other artists being a little more jealous that Drake has been on for so long.
Right.
But also I feel like you have to do like, you're probably burning bridges trying to stay that up that long.
Exactly.
Or doing X, Y, and Z, or thinking you're so big that you can do allegedly shady shit
And
get away with it.
get
away with it. You know what I mean? Just like everyone thinks
because he's got an entourage of dick riders that are gonna like look the other way when he does weird shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Whether that be whatever the allegations are, or whether that be other weird things that we don't know, or whether it be like, whatever it could be that someone famous and rich and powerful could be doing behind closed doors. His whole team is there, and no one would ever snitch on him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because they don't want to take away their cash cow either. You know
exactly, what I mean? And they know that just by association with someone as famous as Drake, they're gonna have certain windows of opportunity open up for them. All sorts of other things that come along with knowing someone on that type of level that's been on that level for so long. So,
like I guarantee, if I got called today and Drake was like, "Hey, yo, be my film photographer for a month," my life would completely change.
Yeah, he's like, I'll pay you 20 racks. I mean, like, yeah, for 20 racks, I'll be there for sure because the money talks, right?
Dude, I would do it for free.
It's like,
in
just
theories.
to say that, in theory, in this hypothetical, sure. Even if you had the proof to say after the fact, like, I was the guy who did this, I was responsible for these photos. That's kicking open so many doors because people see that and they're like,
Instagram that would make my Instagram never turn off. I'd probably have to fucking break my phone.
Yeah. You'd
like,
have to mute the app and then put the app in the last page of your pages of apps and just ignore it. You know what I mean? You'd never be able to use that account again.
Yeah, it'd be annoying. It'd be one of those things where you have to like turn every notification off, or do the thing where like people just can't DM you unless it's approved or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, don't get me wrong. But also, that's what I'm saying is like, you don't know what people are doing when they're trying to stay big for so long, or X, Y, or Z,
Or the things that they think they're allowed to do because they've been on top for so long.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, the next Drake album to come out, I'm playing that shit.
For sure, yeah, I'll take a listen to it, but it's like all respect I had for the guy, which was very little to begin with in that sense. Like it's non-existent now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, now I was listening to part of Kendrick's discography. I forgot how good of an album Damn is. Obviously, Good Kid, Mad City's my personal favorite.
Yeah, I agree. That's my personal favorite.
And then obviously, like my tweet that I put out, I was like, what did I put? I was like, Kendrick winning. But with that being said, I'm going to go play Poetic Justice. Because it's both of them on the album. In my opinion, it's one of the best rap songs ever.
Right.
Like, the fact that it's, Kendrick comes in on a verse, then Drake, and then Kendrick comes in again, but a totally different vibe. Kendrick, when he changes his voice and flow, you're like, whoa.
It's a good song.
It's a great song.
Definitely a good song.
Yeah.
But damn, it's so funny how life works like that, It's in the title. It's Poetic Justice. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's almost as if history was already written.
Yes.
You know what I mean? In a sense where like Kendrick was just going to like beat him down at the very end.
I feel like Kendrick knew he was going to beat him down like bar for bar.
Oh, for sure. 100% bar for bar he wins.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay. Drake is the vibe master. You could say that. You could argue he's the vibe master.
100%.
Because a lot of songs, like, they're a vibe, whatever. Like, you just have them on and, like, you can listen to it more regularly than, like, focusing in on, like, a Kendrick song. You know what I mean? Using a lot, like, 2% of your brain power to, like,
for sure.
disentangle whatever meaning is behind the lyrics of Kendrick songs.
But it's funny because also you can, obviously all the J. Cole fans say that, but I just can't, bro.
Dude, J. Cole's in like his sweater, looking bummy, like riding his bike to work, like trying to mind his business, just catching strays and shit.
Yeah, dude. That funny video where it's like an animated video and Kendrick's like about to stab Drake, and then J. Cole's just like sitting down the stairwell, just like
like afraid, and then Kendrick comes up at the top, like looking like an absolute psycho, like
blood all over his shirt, and he just walks past him, and then he's just like
yeah, it's funny,
dude.
God damn.
But that's literally what's happening, because didn't Cole start it all?
Yeah,
like
Cole basically started it.
He said something and then was like, nah, I'm gonna pull it back, I don't want to get into a rap battle because I feel bad talking shit, which again, that's reminds me of a Kendrick line, like, everyone wants to throw rocks and then hide your hand.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of sounded like, but I could maybe see, like, you do something like, oh, I shouldn't have done that,
Yeah.
Like, maybe you got the moral compass, sure. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. But now it's like you started these two.
Like,
and now they're
look what you've
going
done.
at each other.
Yes. Look what you done, you dummy.
Yeah. Even though Drake dropped the last song, even if Kendrick doesn't drop again, in my opinion, like it's
over. It's been over.
It's no contest.
It's been over before Drake dropped the last one. Like,
Yes.
Drake could have not dropped the last one, and he still would have lost.
And he dropped like a 7-minute diss.
I didn't even
With like
care
3
to
different
listen.
songs put into it, basically. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's
I was
just
like, the visuals are kind of cool,
sure.
but
It just was not. It's not on the same
it's
level
not
as Kendrick. Kendrick
It's
just
not
blew him
there.
out the water.
And I also like how Kendrick was like, it doesn't matter if you're hanging out with Yachty or this, that, and the other, or you're hanging out with 21 to get more street cred, X, Y, and Z. He's calling out everyone that like he's been associating with lately. It's
Yeah.
just like picking you apart.
Man's gotten him on the ropes, brother. He's got him on the ropes. But the thing is, like, Kendrick basically old yellered him. You know, Drake's the old dog that's been just like there for so long that just like doesn't die for some reason.
Yeah.
And Kendrick just took him out behind the barn and just double barrel shotgunned him to the back of the dome.
Listen, little boy.
Yeah, it's wild. But ultimately, I say that Kendrick has won the battle.
But also, I feel like this
By
is
far.
good. This is good for rap, though. It's been a little while since we had like a real, actually good beef where it goes a couple rounds
Yeah.
and genuinely good music is made from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I've been not ironically playing those 2 Kendrick songs because they're actually fucking good.
Dude, I mean, even the NBA is playing them like on their playlist
No
during
way.
games. Yeah.
No, you're
Yes,
lying.
I swear to God. I think Meet the Grams or 616 or whatever the fuck, one of those, like, one of those songs, like, they played it, like, during a basketball game. Like, it was on their playlist.
Dude, at my gym, there's been suspiciously more Drake being played. I'm like,
Nah.
I want to be sitting there working out and just go, Dick Rider.
Every time a new Drake song comes
I'm
on.
just like, oh, why are you playing all Drake? I haven't heard one Kendrick this whole time I've been here.
Yeah.
It's been multiple days of it. Just Kendrick. I mean, just Drake being played. I'm like,
That's how you know the person controlling the aux is mad.
yeah.
They're like, yeah, Drake is my king.
Yeah.
He hangs around with 16-year-olds. I want to hang around with 16-year-olds. Fucking weirdos. All of you.
Dude, my brother sent me a thing where it's, who is it deleting sus-ass tweets?
Oh, no way.
Metro Boomin. Here, I'll send it to you right now.
Was he caught lacking or what?
Dude, look what I just sent you.
Oh, shit.
On Twitter.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to open it up right now. Let's see.
Like,
Open up the
now
Twitter
I'm not
machine.
saying anything of these could be real because one is from like 2014, 2011, 2012. And like, obviously, maybe that was humor
No
that was
way,
okay back
bro.
then. But like, I don't know. It just looks a little weird,
What?
you know?
What, bro? Hey, what the fuck? I'm not even going to say this on the cast because
Yeah, I
that
don't
shit's
even
fucked
I
up.
don't even want to read it, bro.
Oh, my God, dude. That makes me sick. The last one, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Actually, no. The first one is pretty fucking bad. They're all bad. Fucking hey. Oh my God. And then there's more in the bottom. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, sketchy.
Oh my God. Dude, that's just fucking so weird. All these weirdos, bro. I cannot believe. You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's just fucked up, man.
Let's go ahead and switch gear. And Lando Norris took his first win.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was
cool.
fucking awesome.
I was working, but I was able to catch like the first 30 to 40 minutes of the race.
Yeah.
Sergio Perez almost torpedoed into Max in the Ferraris.
Yeah, fucking psychopath. Like, I mean,
I'm
if you look at
he went wide on the dirty line and then he just couldn't stop the car, right?
well, he if you look at the POV, he starts on the inside, position 4, with Sainz on his left side, and Sainz squeezes him all the way to the end, like of the track, and then Sainz backs off because the corner is right there.
Yeah.
Perez doesn't even touch the brakes until after after his apex of the turn, and then he's seen Max like taking the wide and swooping in.
Yeah.
So he basically cut to the left to not hit his teammate, and there was a gap between 3 people next to him, so he just shot. Like, he just had to go straight. Like,
Yeah.
He couldn't even turn because then people behind him would have hit him and he would have fucked everybody else's race.
Yeah.
So he just had to go straight through, and he was like, ah.
Damn, so he got squeezed and big brained it?
He got squeezed and then got lucky that there was a gap there that he could squeeze through and not fuck up anybody's car.
Yeah.
He got very lucky.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That was cool.
It could have been
I
very
knew there was
bad.
going to be something there. I knew, like, Sergio doesn't seem like that kind of just torpedo people.
No, I think he had the intent of lunging, but because he was squeezed too far in, there's like I can't like 180 the car back onto the
And
track.
then like Charles Leclerc, or you said Charles Leclerc squeezed him?
Carlos Sainz squeezed
Carlos
him.
Sainz? Yeah, he probably didn't want to be responsible for murder.
Exactly, yeah. So he's like, fuck. He backed off, because he was checking his mirrors. Like, he checked them 2-3 times and was like, this is not going to happen. And then he just backed off at the end.
Isn't that crazy that they're making those decisions at like thousandths of a second?
Yeah.
Like
instant decision making.
The level of athlete that they are is crazy. Like, not to be dick riding or meat riding, but I am right now. Like, the fact is like, you can make those fucking decisions at that moment is crazy.
It's crazy. And then the half safety car, because Max hit the cone, and then they were like, get it off the track. Half safety car. It wasn't even a full lap for the virtual safety car.
Yeah.
And that allowed, Lando to reposition himself and get up there. And for whatever reason, I think because of the cone or some other shit, it came out apparently, allegedly, I don't know, that Max's floor had some damage to it, which is why the car wasn't as efficient as it should have been. So that's why he was just losing, a couple seconds here and there.
Yeah.
And whatever upgrades to the front of the car that McLaren made, I think it was like the front wing or something that they had added to Norris's car, like it just worked perfectly.
Yeah.
And it was just good enough to like keep the momentum just above Max for the last 30 or whatever 20 laps, I think. So he managed to secure it, which about fucking time. I think he went like 110 races without winning.
Yeah,
it's like 5 years worth of races right there.
Yeah, no, I was really happy that it was Lando that won. Watching Piastri fight the Ferraris was really cool.
That was really good.
Yeah,
good for him for like keeping it level and not doing any like stupid mistakes up in there. But when you push the tires that hard early on, like clearly you're gonna drop back after you pit.
Yeah.
So
or Magnussen fighting
Lewis
Hamilton. Honestly, like I know that Lewis likes to like X, Y, or Z on the radio. But as you can tell, Lewis has been a little more happy that he's actually getting into just fights.
Yeah, he's actually having good races and the car is not like completely shitting the bed.
Yeah. You can tell he's like, I mean, in his post-race interviews, he just seems a little more happy recently.
Yeah.
One, he knows he's leaving shitbox.
Oh, for sure.
And two, I feel like Adrian knew he will sign with Ferrari.
I think he will sign with Ferrari. Why would you?
And like, so there's a reason why Lewis has been super happy lately, unless he's just been bagging crazy baddies like he always does.
Oh my god.
But like, he's you can tell he's just enjoying like the, what I mean, you play Apex and you're playing the game, but you're not going to win, but you're getting into good fights, so you leave the game like that was a good fight. I feel like that's what's happening to him right now.
Right. And I feel also the reason why he's been so happy is that someone's bouqueting his shit right before the race, quickie in the bathroom. They got his shit like a bouquet of flowers.
What you're talking about.
Yeah, they got his shit like a bouquet of flowers, full grip. White knuckle.
Dude, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone will get that obscure reference.
I don't know. Probably
so
not.
Funny. But yeah, it was a good race.
It's getting drained.
I like obviously
Drain King.
I feel like how many races? We have a lot of races left in the season, right? Am I tripping?
Yeah, we've only had what 6 races, right? 6 or 7 races, and there's 20 something on the calendar this year. More than 21. I think it's like 23 or 24.
I was looking at the tracks yesterday before I went to bed just for fun. I don't know why. Just seeing what the design is and like watching where the speed trap is and the turns, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm visualizing.
Yeah.
As if I'm gonna go there racing.
As if you're gonna be in the stands.
Paying
several grand to be there.
In 9 days we have Emilia Romagna.
Oh yeah, Imola.
Is that what they call it, Imola?
Imola. Yeah, that's the one where remember George Russell like jihaded it into someone's car, and they both spun off, and then he got mad as if it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
He got squeezed onto the grass and lost traction. The car slipped because it was raining.
Oh, yeah. That's the one where he slams in the Bottas. That was before.
Bottas, yeah.
That was before he got his Mercedes deal. He was at Williams, right?
Yep.
And he dipped it into the grass, which the grass obviously has way less traction than the asphalt, and just flew straight into Bottas.
I mean, he got squeezed rightfully so by a master. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone who's clearly master rank.
Damn, its first Grand Prix was 1980. Lap record, 1 minute, 15 seconds. .484.
Yep.
by Lewis Hamilton in 2020. Of course, they had a fucking crazy ground effect car then.
Yeah.
Isn't that shitty that we're getting slower, bigger cars now?
Well, apparently for the next regulations, the car is going to be slimmer and a little shorter.
Really?
A little, not as long.
Good. That's nice.
The dimensions are smaller, but in terms of like racing in hot air, there's like a boost that happens with the DRS. So it's going to be like they're trying to mitigate the how it's like really hard to pass even with the DRS in certain cases where you're just like stuck behind them by like 4,000ths of a second.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to, they're doing a whole bunch of different shit to make the cars raceable actually, but I mean, I don't know. I think once you start fucking with it too much, then it's like now you're getting into dangerous territory where like the cars are never going to respond to what you want them to do, and drivers are going to be more unhappy with the cars than they currently are or whatever, and just create a lot more problems. Like,
do you think that if they make the cars like 20% smaller, do you think we get better racing?
I think if you just go back to supercharged V8s, you'll be fine. Because all this like half electronic, half like whatever the fuck hybrid type shit, like I just don't like that. Give me power. Oh, I need a boost. Like, no, you don't. You just need a car that's actually a real engine.
Yeah.
And not half a battery. Like, go back to the V8s for, at the very least. Like, the V10s were crazy. Don't get me wrong. They'll probably never go back to those, obviously. But at least go to the V8s. Like, fuck.
But I feel like they won't do that because then you'd need to fuel up during a race.
Yeah, well, they like to scream the environmental thing, but the planet just makes oil naturally. So it's like, it's not like it's running out. It's not like it really does anything.
Yeah. That's the annoying thing is like, is there going to be a point where there's Formula E and Formula One, but they're both electric cars?
No, I think what's going to happen is they're going to try to evolve a new type of fuel that's like still gas, like that they put into the car, but they want it to be like such a efficient gasoline that the emissions are like almost zero basically. But then also like we're evolving our electronic components of the car as well. Yeah. But I think they want to get to a point where it is like truly 50-50, but there's quote unquote zero emissions coming from it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think they'll fully go away from the engine. I just think that whatever fuel they use for the car will continue to evolve, and then the whatever battery pack tech that goes into it will evolve, and then they'll just get to a point where it just kind of plateaus, and they had this happy ground where they're like, okay, I think we're good here. But who knows? Like,
yeah,
the FIA is weird as fuck.
If you get rid of like burning fumes and shit like that makes a car a car. I will probably lose interest in watching Formula One if they go that route.
If it goes fully that route, yeah, I probably
I don't
want to
hear mosquitoes fly and they all fucking can't turn a left turn and they all crash into each other like they do in Formula E.
Right.
I have no interest in that, you know?
Hell no.
But I mean, that video that I sent you about Max talking about the next generation of cars in the simulator, he goes, where he doesn't like that you have to downshift on the straights. It's like, the way he described it, I was like, yeah, that doesn't sound great.
Nah.
And it sounds like if they fuck the cars up enough, Max is like, okay, I'm going to go GT racing or Le Mans.
Whatever, yeah, like World Endurance or whatever. WDC or something like that.
Yeah.
Because he watches all sorts of shit. Like, he watches stuff that people don't even care about, you know?
Yeah. Because he's just that guy.
He's just that guy. So he just wants to be in a car racing, but I think for him, it's like once it gets too political and technical and like all this other bullshit hoops you have to jump through just to like race and have a good race, he's like, I'm out of here. I want to go to just a place where you just get in the car and then that's it. You just show your skill on the track.
Yeah.
That's what he truly wants. Not all this technical bullshit that we have to deal with Formula One.
Do you think it's going to be an interesting era when Max eventually starts to fade into like not just the front, but like the front mid pack or even like the end of the front of the pack, where he actually has to start like battling wheel to wheel?
Yeah.
Do you think that part of his career is going to be fun to watch? Because now you're actually going to have to see Max. Not saying I don't like when he just comes in and genuinely outskills someone and breaks their ankles and then takes first. But now when you see him not in like as bad of as the era of Lewis Hamilton is right now, but when you actually have to see him like maybe, I don't know, let's just say like he's still not retired, like going wheel to wheel with Hamilton or going wheel to wheel with Carlos Sainz.
Something like
when
that.
They're actually battling like multiple laps, multiple overtakes.
I think it'll be more entertaining for the entertainment factor, but it's just going to be annoying all the Max haters or Lewis fans or whatever coming out the woodworks like, oh, that's your GOAT? That's your GOAT? It's like, well, I mean, given the circumstances, like clearly this is the outcome because he doesn't have the best car. So like,
Yeah.
what did you expect?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's just how it goes. You have your peak, then the cars change or you change teams, and then you get a car that's kind of shitty, and you just got to work with what you got. Yeah, that's just how racing goes.
And that's the thing. I feel like any of these drivers, if they got like the best car, they would be champions as well, assuming other teams didn't get it right as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, like, cause when I do cardio at the gym, I do the sit down bike, and I do almost 40 minutes every day.
Yeah.
So to like make my mind turn off while I'm doing it, I watch Formula One highlights. Like I've watched the 2021 races, 2022s, 2023s, some of the multiple times over.
Yeah.
It's just how I turn my brain off, or I try to find the extended race highlights where it's like the 20 minutes video.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've watched these races a lot. Like anytime Max has a problem, the whole stadium roars in approval. It's like, damn, everyone hates you that bad just because you're that fucking good.
Right.
Like, this is controversial, but I think so far in Max's peak, he's been better than Hamilton in Hamilton's peak.
Yeah.
Hamilton had a faster car at the time, but Hamilton didn't dominate the way Max did, where he's winning like 90% of the races in the season.
With so many seconds ahead.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what pisses people off, I think, and they just get mad. It's like, how can you be so good? Fuck you.
I think he's better than Hamilton in his peak, and I don't know, Red Bull just got the car right, whereas like a lot of the teams just didn't.
Yep.
Whereas like Hamilton, yeah, you could say he actually had a fight. He had more competition, and he had to fight more to win his races, but he was still winning champions.
You didn't have a spending cap.
But you didn't have a runaway. That is true. You
They didn't have a spending cap. They could spend however much they want to develop that car. Like, Toto's a fucking billionaire. He's writing checks left and right to get the car to be dominant. Like, there was no ceiling there. Like, you could do whatever you want. So like clearly they're going to invest as much as they can to make the better car. Now that everyone's capped and you have Red Bull coming out on top, people are like, meh, meh, meh.
Yeah, and then people could argue that like Red Bull blew the cap, but they blew it by like what, under 500,000 or under a certain like negligible amount when it looks at
the receipts it was for catering services and not for parts development.
Yeah.
It was like extra shit on the side.
And they even got rid of like wind tunnel time. Like the first place team already loses wind tunnel time, plus they hit them with 40% less of that. So you literally had like nothing. Way less time to develop the car, and they still built a car that's killing. And then obviously Red Bull's going to lose Adrian Newey, which we'll see how that works. Is it going to be a big deal? It might not even be. Yeah,
who knows?
Who knows? The next Adrian Newey could be somewhere around.
Yeah.
But even then, like I don't see Red Bull finishing out this regulation not on top.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they'll get to the 2026 with all the World Drivers' Championships, and then you get to 2026. Maybe they win the first one, like just out of luck, probably because they're ahead of the curve just like that. Mm-hmm. But who knows? Like once Adrian Newey gets back into the fold with a new team, like it's wraps. Like you already know that team is going to win. Yeah,
because he's going to go in there and be like, you got to get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this.
Change this, change that.
It's going to be a very expensive start for the teams, but like easily on year 2 or 3 of Adrian being with whatever new team, if he does sign with a new team, it's going to be they're
going to hit their golden era for sure. Yeah. And they're going to be the ones winning for sure. Wow, dude. There's a lot of things changing in Formula One. I'm excited though.
It's because fun. Yeah. I'm super excited
because it's about time that, things change. Mm-hmm. Obviously, like it's not that I'm sick of Max winning, but it's like things need to change because now I want to see like other people get their glory days, and like I want to see other people getting in the mix, and there's going to be a bunch of new drivers coming in hopefully, and that'll be good for the sport too, because then it changes up like who the rookies are and who like the mid guys are, and then who the top tier guys are, and so then you just get it just changes. Like it's about time that we get a change.
I'm excited. I know you're excited for Kimi Antonelli like everyone else is, but I'm just still more excited for Ollie Behrman.
Yeah, I think my thing has switched over to Ollie Behrman now because I actually seen him like perform, and his performance was pretty damn good, I'd say, with the Ferrari, given that he came in a day late, didn't really know the car like that.
I think he had 40 minutes in the car before he had a race in it.
Yeah, and then he still managed to get 7th place. Yeah. Like that's pretty fucking good, Have
you seen the onboard that his neck gave out like towards the end of the race? And you could see like where the helmet is
really
going
turning,
like this, and like you could see like I've actually never seen the plastic or whatever dent in on the side where it's like He's literally just resting on the car, and I was like, holy fuck.
That's how it's crazy. I mean, they're hitting 3-4 Gs like with those turns going almost 200 miles an hour.
And obviously, like, there's a considerable gap from the F2 cars to the F1 cars.
And as an 18-year-old,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Your neck's not as developed as the other people in the sport.
Yeah.
You know, they've had years to train their necks up to, like, support the weight of the gravity that they're facing in those cars. So clearly, like, he was under a lot of pressure and still managed to pull out a decent, you know, position at the end. So
yeah,
I'm excited for Ollie. I mean, he's going to be in a Haas. Hopefully they keep evolving and making progress, because Hulkenberg's extracting the most out of that car that we've ever seen in the past.
Dude, I hope Audi gets the car right, just so we can see Nico fighting into, like, the front of the pack.
That would make me very happy.
That would make me so happy.
Yeah, he deserves it.
He deserves it. Dude, the fact that he left Formula One, came back just as like a, well, we don't want a new kid crashing the car, and it's like,
and then he
now
kicks
he's doing
so much
good.
ass. Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
Like, fuck, dude.
Or dude, also, like,
this old dog still got it.
Magnussen's the GOAT for always catching the penalties or slowing the pack up.
Yeah.
And he's always just like, had to do what I had to do, and I'm like, yeah, you did.
Like, okay, yeah, you're treading on the line of being suspended from a race now from catching so many penalties, but the fact that you're being a team player right now, that shit's fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny that, like, he's the guy.
Yeah,
he's literally a goaltender.
Yeah. Oh man, that's fucking amazing. No, I love that shit.
Yeah, no, that's why it makes me funny when, like, he's like pissing Hamilton off, or like, bro, cut the chicane.
Yeah, just
to park it.
Fuck it, dude. I don't give a fuck. He doesn't give a shit anymore.
He knows he's in his last year.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah,
dude.
it's so great.
He's like, it's over. I'm gonna just go out with a bang. I'm gonna just support my teammate as much as I can, grief as many people as I can, just to get Nico a good drive for the race. Like, that shit's funny. I like that shit,
dude. It's so fucking fun to watch.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn. Interesting times, though. Interesting times. I'm excited.
Yeah, for
Hopefully
sure.
Hopefully the new seasons are not boring. But, you know, with the new kids coming in and people filtering out, like, it'll be entertaining no matter what. I'll always love the sport if they don't go 100% electrical.
You think they'll drop Sargent during the season?
Maybe not during the season, but I see this being his last one.
Oh, it's for sure his last one. But, like,
I don't think
I've heard rumors of, like, him being dropped during the season.
If he gets dropped during summer break, that'll be surprising, but I expect him to not race next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's just hasn't been able to do anything, you know?
Although, you know, my favorite onboard moment was, like, I think it was in quali or whatever this past weekend. And, like, literally you can hear him on the mic. Because, dude, I'm a dumbass. Because he fucked something up. I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
Or he said, I'm a fucking idiot. He said something that, like, we would all say, and it just made me laugh. Because I was like,
ah, shit.
Like, because, like, at least you're aware when you fuck up, you know?
Yeah.
You're not, you're not like the window licker that fucks it up and then blames it elsewhere.
Dude, no.
Or assaults your fucking, what was it? What was the one a couple years ago or last year when he gets out of the car and the dude was basically telling him to go to weigh-in, then he pushes his trainer out of the way?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you assault your personal trainer. Like, what a fucking douchebag, dude. Honestly, dude, all the drivers need to, like, corner him, like, in one of the garages and just, like, beat the fuck out of him.
Just bully him.
Just beat him up and, like, have him not be 100% for the next race so everybody knows. It's like, you're a piece of shit.
Jesus. Yeah, we honestly, we do need a filter of a bunch of drivers off the grid.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for, like, the Hamilton move to Ferrari, because it's going to be a big thing when he comes out in that red jumpsuit. Dude. And he gets in the car. Because, like, obviously, I doubt they're just going to give him Carlos Sainz's chassis, will they? Or will they just modify it?
They'll just modify it, because Charles is already their quote-unquote golden boy.
Oh, no, sorry, not Charles. It's Carlos Sainz. Will they just give him Carlos Sainz's chassis?
Probably, yeah. Because Leclerc's already, like, he's already got his deal till 2029 or 2028 or some shit. You know what I mean? So, like, he's in there. And they want him to be, like, the number one, but because of Hamilton, now that I think about it, I honestly don't even know. Maybe Charles gets griefed, but at that point, if Adrian's making good-ass cars for Ferrari for the both of them, then they're both going to go head-to-head, and who knows, it may be another one of those things where it's like Nico Rosberg and Hamilton taking each other out when they're 1 and 2 leading the race at Silverstone, some shit like that.
Jesus.
You know, because both the
See,
cars
that
are
would
so
be
good.
That'd be fun because, like, I don't dislike Charles Leclerc. I like Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
And I also like Hamilton, but I'm not gonna like, you know. So there's no skin in my game if they both take each other out.
Yeah.
Or if they both are racing, and I guess Lewis won this one and Charles won this one.
Right.
Because obviously it's like I'm a Red Bull fan.
Yeah. For sure.
Like for as long as like.
As long as Max is there.
Will I be a Red Bull fan once Max moves? I don't know. Maybe not, because that's the driver I like watching. But it's going to be fun to watch that season go down. Honestly, it's more exciting than this season. Whatever's going to happen right now. Next season will be more exciting. Just to see Lewis get into that red car.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have the red helmet probably at some point or something. Whatever it may be.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
And then the merch rework. That's what I'm waiting for the merch rework. Because if you start building some cool shit.
For Ferrari?
Red is my favorite color.
Dude, I'm going to get it.
Yeah, if you start making cool shit for Ferrari's merch, I'm there.
I'm there, 100%. I'm
there, for sure.
In fact, I like the blue hat, and I almost ordered it, but I was like, I didn't order it.
You should just full send and want something.
Something, yeah. I think I want like a hoodie or a shirt over a hat. I just thought the hat was unique because it was like the first time I'd seen a blue like that for Ferrari. Yeah. So I thought, maybe. I
guarantee you get more compliments on the blue Ferrari hat than you would like a red Ferrari hat.
True.
Just because it's unique.
Right. People would see it more.
Yeah, but one of these days, just look at the thing. If they make a good merch, just full send it.
Just full send it.
Because it's fun just to have something, and then it's like people see it, and there's a conversation piece, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, because I seen somebody come into my work with a Red Bull hat, and I was like, "Hey, you watch for me? You see the last race?" And they're like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It's like Max, Super Max.
Yeah, I saw a dude come in yesterday with a Sergio, or was it the day before? He came in with a Sergio jacket. It was really cool. It's like a cream color one.
Yeah.
And like we talked about it, you know, and I was like, oh, put him in my section.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm talking to this guy.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's nice though seeing more people with Formula One merch out in the wild when I see them.
I'm still the only Max fan. Everyone's Sergio, but that makes sense. We basically live
literally
in Mexico.
So people are gonna be
yeah
glazing Sergio.
Dick riding. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Where does Sergio go after Red Bull? You think?
That I don't really know. I could see him at Aston Martin, but the chances of that obviously very small. It depends. If they let Andretti in, maybe because he's Mexican American, he may be able to close enough. That's one option that I'm not really too sure about, but we'll just have to see. Honestly, like I genuinely couldn't even give you a proper guess.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know.
So far off. I mean, we don't even know where Carlos Sainz is going.
That's what I'm saying. He may go to Audi. They're offering him shitloads of money, but he's just like pulling them all on a string. And
yeah, well, he doesn't want to sign to a shit car and end his career. That's why.
Yeah. That's like you're just hoping the rich guy comes up with a good car, essentially.
Yeah. Which never happens.
Usually never happens. But you never know, man. Like, if he takes the Red Bull drive or if he goes somewhere else, like, what if he doesn't take the Audi drive and then all of a sudden by the second year, like, Audi's, top 3?
Dude, he's got to take the Red Bull.
Yeah. But then, yeah, you're pushing Sergio out. But Sergio at that point would be like, I'll go anywhere. He just wants to race. He doesn't really care. I don't think.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Sergio's had his, like, not that he's had his career, because Sergio's a fantastic driver. I personally like Sergio.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I hate when, like, he gets so much hate. But also I get certain times why he does, but it's like, I'm a Sergio fan. I like Sergio.
Yeah, you also got to know when to call it quits.
Yeah. Like, your career was almost done at Racing Point, and now you had an amazing run at Red Bull. You got a second wind at Red Bull. You won a couple races. You won at Monaco. Yeah. You got some good stats with that team. Yeah. I would be happy if it were me, honestly. I would be happy retiring at that point, because it's like, okay, you were at the peak of what Red Bull was and like that gold era. You got a couple good wins in there. You raced with the GOAT. You know what I mean? Like, you got second in the World Driver Championship. I don't think you're going to do better than that, honestly. And that's not saying that he isn't, World Driver Championship material. But, when you get to second place behind Max, the GOAT, like, and you get a couple good-ass wins in that car, if you start racing more after that, like, it's just gonna be downhill, a slow decline, and then it's like, then you fade away more into obscurity. Yeah. I don't know. That's just my opinion. The fucking GOAT. But yeah, that was a good pod. Hope everybody enjoyed that. Yep. You guys have a good day. The rest of your week. We'll be here same time next week, and wash your hands.
Yeah, stay clean, you dirty fucks.
Yeah, wash your ass too, you sick fucks.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Like Jane said, we'll have a good week ahead of us, and yeah, see ya.